Good evening everyone. Today's tutorial I am going to discuss the concept of plotting the graph of inverse function when the original function is given to you. There are many ways to plot the graph of a function in GeoGebra. If I put the command, then also inversion can be obtained. But here we want to invent something that we want to show that the inverse of a function, the graph of the inverse of a function is the reflection of the original function about the line y equal to x. This probably you have studied, you have solved sums based on it also, that when a function y equal to fx is given, if we express x in terms of y, then inverse function we can find. We have solved many sums based on it. We have proved many to one. We have proved the function is 1 to 1 and then on 2, and then for this bijective function we can find the inverse. Here we will see that if the graph of a function is given, then its inverse function graph is obtained by reflecting the curve or the graph of the function about the line y equal to x. So first I draw the line y equal to x here, sending the instruction here is y equal to x. The line we got here, the color of this line is black. If we want to make it different, we'll go to object properties. I am selecting this color for this line y equal to x. Now what I want to do, I want to take an arbitrary curve here and then we'll explore some properties of the inverse of this curve. Let me take this freehand tool here. I am drawing a curve like this. Okay. Let me show you how to get the inverse. I am changing the color of this. If I want to change, then I have to go for object property, which is not available because I have drawn the curve which is freehand over there. Okay, so I am not attempting to give a color to it, just I am taking the graph, the curve this manner, the graph of the curve this manner, and this I will reflect about the line I showed you y equal to mx. So I'll choose this one, reflect about the line. This line is fixed here. I click on it. Then on the curve, I got the reflection. Okay. You all can see the graph now, that here, if I zoom out, it will be like this. There you can make one observation. This is the given curve, this is the reflection. We can explore some properties here. This point you can see that 0, say 4.3. This has come 4.3, 0. Okay. Coordinate of this point is near in between -4 and -6 before -5. So it's something like 0, -5 point something. Here you also got the same manner in this case. That is -4.3. Here you also see this point has image here. Now let us prove it mathematically that the graph of the function is really going to be like that. The graph of the function. How? We take an arbitrary point here on the graph of this function, a point. I am selecting a point on this curve, then I reflect the point about the line. This point, go to object properties, make this point color, then go to style, point size you make big so that its reflection you can understand. Make this part off. Then I go for reflecting this point about the line. So I choose the same tool again, reflection tool. I am clicking here, then clicking on it. See the point I have got. And there is written clearly the point A has coordinate -5, 1.66. After reflection, A dash has become 1.66, -5. So I think none of you have any problem to say that if A, B is a point on the curve, then B, A is a point on the reflection, that is inverse. It happens really in every case. Whenever you get the curve, you reflect it about the line y equal to x. A point on the curve, if it is A, B, after reflection it becomes B, A. So we go for next one by keeping the line fixed. I am making all these off. Now I am doing it for, say, the cubic curve y equal to x cube. Y equal to x cube, if I plot, the graph is like this. All of you can see that it almost looks similar color. So I'll change its property. I will make the color, this one's color, say I'm making, no, this also similar, no, this is not very dark, you make this one blue. Okay, that's fine. This is the curve represented by the equation y equal to x cube. All of you can see this. Now, what will happen? The reflection of this curve, if we, or inverse of this, all of you know. You will say that, sir, you take cube root of two sides, x will be cube root of y, so inverse function is cube root of y. If you write in terms of f inverse x, it will be cube root of x. Okay. So I can show you two different manner by taking the image on this line, how the curve is coming, at the same time by plotting the inverse function graph, how this one comes. Let me start with the reflection thing first. So I choose this tool again, reflect about the line. Reflect about which line? This line. Which one you are going to reflect? The curve. Yeah. Now see the inverse. So I'm just changing the color of this reflection. Say this one. I made the reflection color like this, or I can make it pink. I change the style. I make it dark. Okay. All of you can see that, not so dark, not so thick, because original function, then you will suspect whether you got the reflection or not. Now see, what have you got? Here, this is the curve given y equal to x cube. The reflection you got this curve. This is y equal to x to the power 1/3. If we really plot it, it will become y equal to x to the power 1/3. Now, this I got by reflection. I want to show you that without reflection also you can get like by plotting the graph y equal to x to the power 1/3. So I make this one off now. This is off. So what do you have? The equation of the curve y equal to x cube I have. Now I want to see one alternative method where the inverse of this curve can be obtained just by typing the equation of the inverse curve. There also we'll explore that it is really reflection, it is really mirror image of the graph of the function about the line given over there. Okay, so if y equal to x cube, x will be cube root of y. So inverse function going to be y equal to, this is going to be y equal to x to the power 1/3. Okay, see, we have got already. This one has become green. This is again reflection. How do you know this is reflection of this one? Because if you take an arbitrary point on it, I make this style, this one bit thick. Yeah, it is more prominent. So if this one is y equal to x cube, this is going to be y equal to x to the power 1/3. Previously also we got the same thing by taking reflection about this. Now let us verify that if there is a point a comma b on it, how on it becomes b comma a. So I will be taking an arbitrary point here on the curve. This is an arbitrary point. What is the coordinate of this point? All of you can see it is 1.56, 3.76. Now take the reflection of this point about the line. See what you are getting. If I take the reflection, I have to choose the reflection tool. I have chosen. I'll click on it. Then this one. See reflection. We have got. The reflection has become 3.76, 1.55. Initially B was 1.55, 3.76. Here you got 3.76, 1.55. Okay. This way, the graph of any function you take the reflection about the line y equal to x, then you get the graph of the inverse function. In algebra, it happens. My question, does it happen for trigonometric function? That will answer in the next tutorial. But today, let us do experiment with more algebraic curve. This I have done cubic one. Now suppose I am changing it to the graph of the function. I am taking, like, say I am taking y equal to 1/x. See the graph we got here, y equal to 1/x. This is the graph of y equal to 1/x. Okay, graph of y equal to 1/x. This graph, how does it help to understand the reflection? Will you get a different curve over there? I am changing the color of this thing because it has the same color over there. So color I am changing here. No, yeah. This one I made blue. Now what is inverse function of y equal to 1/x? And what is the thing if we reflect about the line y equal to x? Do they give same result? I need not verify twice. The last question I have verified once. Here I am just showing you, if I take the reflection, what's going to happen. So I am choosing the reflection tool again. Reflect about this line to this curve. See, there is no change. Why? Because when you say y equal to 1/x, then x equal to 1/y. So inverse function remains the same. The function is its own inverse. when a function is its own inverse, you won't get different curve. You'll get the same curve over there. So that's why, because of that reason, y equal to 1 by x square is not changed. But if we do it for y equal to 1 by x square, it is going to be changed. I'm not doing that. If you have time, you do the experiment. Right now, my interest is to plot the graph of y equal to log x, and then find its image. Y equal to, I am plotting log x. See, the graph you have already got. Y equal to log x, you have already got. This y equal to log x, they have written here ln x. I have given log x, they have written ln x. What does it mean? The base is exponential. Its inverse function will be x equal to e to the power y. I am showing you how inverse function can be obtained here. Again, we go to the same tool. Reflect the line. Reflect about this line, this curve. What did you get? If this has the equation y equal to log x, this one has equation y equal to e to the power x. Okay? And take any point on it, a, b, that will appear as b, a here. So I am taking arbitrary point here. If I do the same experiment, I will find it. You take, suppose you are taking, okay, that you practice at home. No need to do more with you here, that you can practice yourself. Your work at home will be to get the inverse of y equal to 1 by x cube. Number 1, this I write in my block, y equal to 1 by x cube. Its inverse will write, and y equal to 1 by x square. And then you share the result you got with me in the next class. Thank you.